See, I'm not up to this.
That's all right. And we're on.
We'll have tea first.
Okay. Tea sounds good.
Oh gosh. Scary. Oh, we are recording right
You're
now?
on.
Hi, I'm Kelly Perry, and I'm here today with Linda Patch at the Healing Horses Sanctuary. And we're going to talk a little bit about Linda's experience with the horses and with the workshops here that Jaja's been running. So, hi Linda.
Hi, Kelly.
First of all, how did you hear about Healing Horses Sanctuary?
I found it through a search engine on the internet. I was looking for something that was local. I live in Port Moody, so this was really close by and nice and centrally located.
So what were you looking to gain from?
I was looking to do some trail riding and take some lessons, and I liked the sort of natural horsemanship approach, and it did seem from the internet that there was sort of like a spiritual bent to it too, and I thought that was interesting to explore as well.
Excellent. Did you have any expectations before you started?
Well, I'd taken a couple years of English riding lessons, so I knew that it would be different than being at an English barn. And I was kind of interested in that to see what the differences were in the styles and the approach. I'd never really been around sort of a spiritual healing setting. I was raised in the Roman Catholic Church, so that has its own history and traditions, which I think were pretty different from these traditions. So it was a new experience. It was just kind of, let's try something new.
Wow, great. So what were your first impressions of the horses?
Very relaxed, very happy, able to move around, not in box stalls. They could graze. I think Jaja has a very personal relationship with them, and they just seem very happy and very relaxed. And I think they have a good life. I don't think they're put to extremely hard work or anything like in some places. You know, so I think it's just kind of a happy place.
And Jaja, what did you think of her?
Very calm, very good communicator, very supportive. I had some weight issues. I was really worried that nobody would let me ride because of my weight. And Jaja had a nice, sturdy, older Appaloosa who could handle a larger person with ease with a good, strong back. And so I was really happy to find a place where I could start getting some experience. And then, you know, things started happening. I did some of the workshops, and actually some of the weight just started dropping off by itself.
Was there any one horse you had a particular connection with? I guess your Appaloosa.
Well, Maverick was really, really good to me, or is really good to me. And then I got to ride Peppy once on a day that was just a very unusual day with, I guess, the farmer present doing some extremely loud work with machinery and air guns going off in the blueberry field. And just from the experience I had had at another barn, I mean, I can't even imagine the horse I used to ride being around any of that and not just completely blowing through the roof. And Peppy was just completely calm next to extremely loud machinery, guns going off and everything. And that is just huge. If you ride horses, you know how huge that is. I mean, you could put him in a parade or just about anywhere, and I'm sure Maverick or probably just about any of them. So,
awesome. So any other really memorable moments you've had to date?
Yes, quite a few of them. You know, when I hadn't been riding for a while, I was scared and nervous, and I had been through a hard time. I'd been through an unexpected, you know, international move. My husband's career. I was involved in a lawsuit that I had to file against a family member that went on for a year and a half. I'd had just really like 2 years of really hard times. And I was not in, you know, a really kind of calm, confident place. I was a little worried about getting on a horse because I know they pick everything up. And yeah, Joshua was very reassuring, and the horses were great. And I think that was probably the first, you know, big memorable experience.
Excellent. So, what have you discovered about yourself since working with the horses?
That there are phases to life, and it's just not going to be perfect all the time. And there's times when things go a little better, and there's times when things are more challenging, or even so challenging you kind of wonder if you're even going to get through it with illnesses and whatnot. And there are times when work needs to be done. And the workshop that I attended in Healing Horses, there was another participant, and then Jaja was the facilitator / leader. It was very helpful, and I did feel things starting to lift. And then I did a one-on-one session that was really intense, and you know, I was very open to it, I think, and I think I got a lot of benefit out of it. I think a lot of stuff just kind of came off that needed to come off. And I'm kind of forgetting what your question was almost.
You're doing great.
Go back to what I forgot what point where I was going with that.
Oh, it was perfect.
Okay.
Actually. It's just what did you discover about yourself? So.
Okay.
So I guess I'm going to wrap up with a question not on our list right at the moment, but
Okay.
would you recommend this work to anyone else?
Yes, I would. And I think it's a really good idea to kind of participate in different aspects of it, depending on what you feel you need. But for me, I didn't want to kind of just go out on a trail ride. I wanted to take one-on-one lessons because I wanted to get to know Jaja, who is leading these horses and these people. And I'm looking forward to trying a trail ride, but I would have wanted to do some work first. And once you get to know somebody, you ride with them a little bit and they're coaching you and you have that trust relationship that develops, it felt right to do some more personal work, like healing type work. It just sort of all evolved and in a nice organic manner, and it was very helpful for me.
That was our last question.
Okay.
So, thank you very much, Linda.
Sure, thank you.